You're walking through a quiet backyard at dawn. A small bird sings from the branch above you, soft, sweet, almost hypnotic. It looks harmless. It looks normal. But nature has a habit of hiding its darkest secrets inside its cutest packages. Today we're counting down 8 birds whose beauty, charm, or silence hides something far more disturbing. One of them doesn't build a nest. It doesn't raise its own young. It sneaks into another bird's home, and within hours, its chick starts killing everyone else inside that nest, before its eyes are even open. Stay until the end, because the last bird on this list has actually killed a person. Let's start with the one you'd never expect. Papua New Guinea, late 1980s. A researcher catches a small, striking bird, bright orange and black, almost hand-painted. A few minutes later, his fingers go numb. His mouth burns. That bird is the hooded pitohui, and its skin and feathers contain batrachotoxin, one of the most powerful poisons found anywhere in nature. Before this discovery, scientists didn't think poisonous birds existed at all. So where does the toxin come from? Its diet. The pitohui eats a toxic beetle and stores the poison in its own body, the same way poisoned dart frogs do. Local communities already knew this. They called it the rubbish bird, because cooking it wrong could seriously hurt you. Lesson 1. If a small, colorful bird is singing happily in the canopy, admire it from a distance. In nature, too pretty is often a warning label, and that was just the warm-up. Picture a fence line in the American Midwest. Barbed wire, thorny bushes, and impaled on the spikes, a row of dead insects, lizards, even small mice and baby birds. That's the work of the loggerhead shrike, a songbird barely the size of a robin. It has no talents like a hawk, so it improvises. It kills its prey, then skewers the body on a thorn or a barbed wire barb to hold in place while it tears it apart. Some prey, like certain toxic grasshoppers, are actually left hanging for days. Scientists believe the shrike lets the toxins break down before eating them. It's not just hunting, it's storage. It's a pantry built out of corpses. Locals nicknamed it the butcher bird long before ornithologists gave it a scientific name. And this is a bird you can find in your own backyard, in the middle of the day, doing all of this in plain sight. If a shrike this small can be this calculated, imagine what a bird that skips parenting altogether is capable of. This is the one I promised you. If you only remember one bird from this list, make it this one. The common cuckoo does not build a nest. It doesn't sit on eggs. It doesn't raise its own chicks. Instead, the female watches a smaller host bird, a warbler, a reed bird, a robin, leave its nest unattended for even a few seconds. She slips in, removes one host egg, and replaces it with her own. The whole act takes less than 10 seconds. Here's where it turns disturbing. The cuckoo egg is timed to hatch faster than the host's own eggs, often a full day or two earlier. The cuckoo chick emerges blind, featherless, and completely alone in the world, and its very first instinct, before it can even see, is to get rid of the competition. It maneuvers underneath any remaining eggs or newly hatched chicks, using a small hollow in its back like a built-in shelf. Then it pushes upward, walks backward toward the edge of the nest, and tips them out, one by one, until it is the only baby left. The host parents, who have no idea their real children are gone, keep feeding this imposter as if it were their own. It grows 2, sometimes 3 times their size, and they never stop. This isn't rage. It isn't hunger. It's pure instinct, hardwired before the chick has even opened its eyes. And it's one of the coldest survival strategies in the entire animal kingdom. But somehow, the next bird on this list takes that same trick and makes it even darker. Its name sounds sweet. The greater honeyguide has a reputation as nature's friendliest bird, famous for leading humans and honey badgers to wild beehives with a special chattering call. From the outside, it looks like the perfect partner, but its reproduction is a nightmare. Like the cuckoo, it never builds a nest. It lays its egg deep inside the underground burrow of another bird, often a bee-eater or a kingfisher, and lets the host parents do all the work. Here's the part almost no one talks about. The honeyguide chick hatches blind, naked, and already armed. Its beak has a small, needle-sharp hook on the tip, and it uses it immediately. Within hours, in complete darkness underground, it bites and kills its adopted nestmates one by one. Researchers at the University of Cambridge filmed this using infrared cameras hidden inside burrows. The footage shows the chick gripping its host siblings, biting down, and shaking them violently over and over until they stop moving. What? So it never has to share food. This is a calculated killing strategy, carried out by a creature that hasn't even opened its eyes yet. If that sends a chill down your spine, wait for what's coming next, because this one doesn't kill its rivals. It just lets them starve. A wetland in Central Africa. Everything is still. And then, motionless for hours, something is watching you. That's the shoebill, sometimes called the whale-headed stork, standing over 5 feet tall with a wingspan approaching 8 feet and a massive, shoe-shaped beak sharp enough to slice through flesh. It waits like a statue until a fish, a snake, or even a baby crocodile swims too close. Then, without warning, it collapses its entire body weight onto the prey in a single crushing strike. But the most disturbing thing about the shoebill isn't how it hunts, it's how it raises its young. The female usually lays 2 eggs. When both hatch, the larger chick almost always dominates the smaller one, pecking it, blocking it from food, sometimes killing it outright. And here's the part that makes it so unsettling. The parents don't intervene. They simply feed the stronger chick and let the weaker one fade away. Scientists call this siblicide, or Cainism, named after the biblical story of Cain and Abel. You can probably guess where that name came from. The shoebill rarely attacks humans, but if you ever stand face to face with one and it locks its giz onto you, you'll understand exactly why locals approach it almost with reverence. If you think a bird can't compete on raw physical power, wait for what's coming. A dense forest, deep into the night. No warning, no sound. And then, suddenly, it's already too late for whatever it was hunting. The great horned owl is one of North America's most powerful nocturnal predators. Its wingspan can stretch close to 5 feet, and its grip strength is strong enough to crush the spine of prey many times its own body weight, including skunks, other owls, and even small dogs. What makes it truly terrifying is how it moves. Its feathers have a comb-like, fringed edge that breaks up turbulence in the air, allowing it to fly in near total silence. Its prey never hears it coming. Add to that its extraordinary night vision and its ability to rotate its head almost 270 degrees, and you get a hunter that seems to watch you from every angle at once without ever making a sound. It generally avoids humans, but if you've ever heard that deep, low hoot echo through a dark forest at night, you already know exactly what I mean. Now we reach the creature that science and world records have named, without any real debate, the most dangerous bird on the planet. But before we get there, one more reminder that birds don't need speed or stealth. Sometimes, all they need is force. The savannas of sub-Saharan Africa hide one of the most methodical hunters in the entire animal kingdom. Its name is the secretary bird, and its scientific name literally translates to serpent eagle, a hunter built for one job, killing snakes, including venomous ones like cobras. It stands over a meter tall, with long legs built like a runway model's and a calculating stare that gives away nothing. Don't let the elegance fool you. This is a combat machine. So how does it avoid getting bitten? A study published in the journal Current Biology measured its kick using a force-sensing platform. The results were staggering. In a single strike, the bird can generate a force equal to roughly 5 times its own body weight, and it does it in about 15 milliseconds, roughly 10 times faster than a human blink. The snake barely has time to react before the blow lands, often stunning or killing it instantly. If a venomous cobra is afraid of this bird, imagine what a human would feel standing in front of the creature that closes out this list. Because what's coming next doesn't hunt with stealth. It hunts with pure, destructive force. The tropical rainforests of northern Australia and New Guinea hide a creature that looks like it escaped the age of dinosaurs. Its name is the cassowary. Before you dismiss it as just a big bird, consider the numbers. It can stand nearly 6 feet tall. It can weigh as much as an average adult human. It can run through dense undergrowth at speeds up to 31 miles per hour, faster than you could sprint on open ground. And it can jump almost 7 feet into the air to strike. Now here's the part I promised at the very beginning. The real danger is in its feet. Each leg carries 3 claws, and the inner claw alone can grow to nearly 5 inches long, closer to a dagger than a toenail. When threatened, the cassowary doesn't run. It leaps forward and drives that claw into its target in one fast, precise strike capable of causing deep, life-threatening wounds within seconds. In 2019, in Florida, a 75-year-old man who kept a cassowary on his own property fell accidentally near the bird. It attacked him, and he died from his injuries shortly after at the hospital. But let's be fair, cassowaries are not naturally aggressive. They actively avoid human contact, and most recorded incidents in Australia happen when people try to hand-feed them, creating a dangerous mental link between humans and food. The cassowary doesn't look for conflict, but corner it, startle it, or threaten its chicks, and you are standing in front of one of the most dangerous natural weapons in the entire bird world. So there they are, 8 birds that prove looks, silence, and even innocence can hide something far darker underneath. From a poison hidden in feathers, to a chick that kills its nestmates before its eyes even open, to a claw sharp enough to end a human life. Which of these 8 surprised you the most? Was it the cuckoo's cold-blooded instinct, or the cassowary's claw? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. If this journey through nature's darker side kept you watching until the end, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next one.